treasures of history, the world's most beautiful landmarks. In this episode, we'll take a closer look at Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is a monumental rock sculpture in the USA, featuring the carved faces of 4 significant American presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. The monument represents the birth, growth, development, and stability of the United States. Here are some of the most interesting facts about Mount Rushmore. The faces of the presidents are 18 meters tall. Each carved head stands around 18 meters, 60 feet, tall, equivalent to a 6-story building. The faces were designed to be visible from a great distance. Despite the massive scale, details like eyes, noses, and mouths are finely sculpted. The largest nose belongs to George Washington and is 6 meters long. This grand scale makes the monument a unique piece of art. Construction took 14 years, from 1927 to 1941. The construction of Mount Rushmore began in 1927 and lasted until 1941. The project was interrupted multiple times due to financial shortages, technical difficulties, and the death of the lead sculptor. During the Great Depression, federal funding helped keep it going as part of job creation programs. The project was officially halted after the US entered World War II. Despite unfinished plans, the monument is considered complete. The lead sculptor was Gutzon Borglum. Gutzon Borglum was a renowned American sculptor of Danish descent. Before Mount Rushmore, he worked on several public monuments and envisioned creating something grand and enduring. He involved his son Lincoln in the project, who continued the work after his father's death. Borglum was a perfectionist and personally oversaw every detail. His name remains tied to one of the most ambitious projects in American art history. The original plan was much larger. Initially, the monument was intended to show the presidents from the waist up, not just their heads. Borglum wanted the work to reflect their actions and character more fully. He even planned to add inscriptions and historical scenes. However, due to lack of funding and time, only the heads were completed. Still, the monument remains impressive and iconic. A secret chamber lies behind Lincoln's head. Sculptor Gutzon Borglum envisioned a hall of records, a chamber to store essential US documents. This hidden room is located behind Abraham Lincoln's head. The project was never finished as originally planned. In the 1990s, a repository with key documents like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution was placed there. However, the room is not open to the public. No part of the monument has fallen off since it was created. Mount Rushmore is known for its exceptional stability. More than 80 years after its completion, not a single part has broken off. Sculptors used a special carving technique that preserved the strength of the granite. Because of minimal geological movement, the sculpture remains intact. Today, it's simply monitored and maintained. No major repairs have ever been necessary. Dynamite was the primary tool used for carving. About 90% of the rock was removed with dynamite. Explosives sped up the process and reduced costs, since granite is extremely hard. After blasting, sculptors shaped the rock using hammers and chisels. This technique allowed the artists to preserve fine facial features. Workers had to be extremely precise to avoid damaging the sculpture. Over 400 people worked on the project. More than 400 workers were involved, mostly miners, stone carvers, and local residents. Many had no prior sculpting experience. Still, they were trained and worked precisely under supervision. Remarkably, no fatalities occurred during the entire construction period. Workers operated at great heights and in harsh weather conditions. Each face began with the nose. The nose was the first part carved on every head. It served as the central anchor to determine the proportions of the rest of the face. If the nose turned out well, the team moved forward. If not, adjustments were made. George Washington's nose was carved first and set the standard. This method helped ensure balance and symmetry. Discover the greatest wonders of the ancient, the modern, and the natural world only on Monuments Channel.